Right back.
Okay.
Hey guys, welcome back. One Beer Bishop here. Uh, I'm excited for today's show. Today we're having Sunshine State Grooming. Greg Hall. He's gonna be on our show later on today as a guest. Today I'm riding solo. Baker unfortunately had to work, and then I'm just riding solo today. So I really appreciate everybody here today. You know, and so first, I want to say thanks to everybody. I want to say, thanks to the God Almighty, because without Him, we won't be here. I also want to say, um, uh, you know, hi to all these new company owners, the support out there. Babe Blaine, Jacked Up Leatherwork, content creators like Born Beard that he's here in the chat. Um, Chris from True North. So I just want to say hi to everybody. And thank you for you guys that are here. Again, I'm riding solo today, so I've been a little bit under the weather for a couple of days, but we're here. So I just want to say hi. Let's start saying hi. First, Babe Len. Thank you, sir. How you doing? Slave Blade Moin. How you doing, sir? And Born Bearded. How you doing, sir? Thank you. And my Sasquatch brother, Elegant Sasquatch. I can't do like Chief, but I'll try. Um, Chris from True North, appreciate it, sir. Hopefully, have you here soon in the show. Um, Tad Hardy, how you doing, sir? The man, the legend, Jacked Up Leatherwork. Man, I saw that stuff. Them air freshener you made for True North, brother. They are without a doubt gorgeous, beautiful. That leather work, that leather belt for the BB three. I've seen stuff on it. Definitely amazing. You definitely do a great job, man. Thanks. Uh, Robert Allen, thank you, sir. How you doing? Um, Miss K, how you doing, Miss K? Let me see. 30J Spray, how you doing, sir? And Cowboy Up, how you doing, sir? Well, like I said earlier, I'm rolling solo today. Baker, unfortunately, is not able to, be here today, but it's okay. So like I was saying today, we have no other than Greg Hall from Sunshine State Grooming. Say hi to him and welcome him to the show. How you doing, sir?
Doing well on yourself?
I'm blessed. I'm really, really blessed. Like I say, I've been a little under the weather lately, but I mean that's part of it, right? So, before we start the show, I'm gonna play out my. I have a sponsor for the show, so I'm gonna play it out if you don't mind.
Okay.
Beard Talk with Bishop is sponsored by Leanne Cleaning Solutions LLC. For all you cleaning needs in the Orlando, Florida area, call 585-615-0036.
All right, all right, all right. Um, yep,
Right down the
Frankie
road from
J.
me.
Yes, sir. Frankie J. How you doing, sir? Um, so Mr. Greg, it's been nice to finally talk to you face to face. I know I talked to you a little bit the other day when we were at the Texas Corral.
Yeah.
So it was that day was my first time there. It was pretty fun. I was there a little bit yesterday, just to say hi. I wasn't feeling that good, but I was there. Uh, you got to stay in touch because it's a good group. So, I mean, it was my first time. I've been there only twice, but I could tell it's a nice group of gentlemen. They believe. They're trying to help each other, and and it was fun. I gotta say
Yeah,
that
I've
it
been
was
going
fun.
there pretty regularly for the last 6, 8 months. Last night, my wife and I had gone to Disney, and it was hot, and so I was tired.
Right? Yeah, I definitely understand that. It's been hot here. It's been on the 95, 90, 90. I think the highest it went it was 99.
Yeah, it's somewhere in the, when you get up in the morning, it's in the 80s, and it gets up to be mid 90s right now with 85, 90% humidity most days.
Right, right. Yeah, it's been hot. So we have on our backyard I have some chickens and a turkey and and yeah, we're trying to do it early in the morning. We got automatic water feeders and a pool for them to drink water just because it
Yep.
is hot. So yeah, Babe Lynn says 97. Whew.
Yeah, he's a little bit southeast of me.
Yeah, yeah. So Mr. Greg, um you're out of Florida. Of course, you're out of Florida, but you were not in Florida because I remember talking to you. Uh, we started our conversation before you moved to Florida,
Correct. So
correct?
I was born and raised in California and lived there for almost 60 years. And my wife retired, and we needed to get out of California. So in end of January, we packed it up and moved to Florida.
So it's a I would say big move because it's a big different culture different too from California to
It
Florida.
is, but we love it here. I mean,
Yeah,
yeah,
in Florida,
absolutely
right?
love it. My wife was originally from the South, so she fit right in.
Right, right. I mean, also, I had not lived in California, but I used to be a truck driver for 21 years, and then I've been almost everywhere. And the cost of living is crazy in
Yep.
California.
Yeah, the house that we bought here,
So
you couldn't have touched it for 5 times that amount in California.
wow, that's yeah, so, yeah, that's great. I mean, it's Florida. I've been in Florida a few times. You know, I grew up in. So I was born in Puerto Rico. I moved when I was 12, and I moved to Ohio, Cleveland, Ohio, and I was there since 2012. And then I moved. Of course, I got married. My wife at that time moved to California, moved to Oklahoma, and we moved to Oklahoma in 2012, and I've been here since. Um, it's okay. I just don't have no family here by myself, so I by fact when I go when on September 6th when we go to the when I go to the Bokai beer bottle in Ohio, I'm started looking at some real estate over there. I'm not saying it's gonna happen right away, but I'm just that's the first
Yep.
process, right? That's where everything starts. So
Yeah, we
yeah,
came out here probably half a dozen times looking at different areas and stuff like that before we got serious about buying a house.
yep. It is. I don't. The thing is, I don't like changes, right? I mean, hardly anybody does. Once you get comfortable in a place, it just um, it's hard to to change. And us like adults, we don't like changes. We get comfortable. And unfortunately that's part of life, that's how it goes. But yeah, I think it's time for me to my other kids are older. My mom's still live in Ohio, so I don't know where. I don't even know if it's gonna be Ohio. I'm gonna put it, to be honest, I'm gonna put it on God's hand and see where he guide me, right?
Yep.
So
Yeah. I mean, when we
so
moved,
yeah,
I miss people. There's,
right,
that's just a fact of life. Like, you miss the people, but the rest of it,
right,
we're glad to be here.
right. Yeah. So all right, well, let's start talk about your company. So Mr. Greg, you how long ago you started the
So I
company?
started tinkering with making products probably about a year and a half ago now. I got in, I used to have a goatee for years, and I
Right.
decided to let the full beard grow out and started learning about beard products. I had never done anything to take care of my beard with the goatee, other than just trimming it.
Right.
And so once I started learning about beard products, it fascinated me. I like to make things with my hands. I like to cook, scratch things and stuff like that. So
Right.
it
Right.
was fascinating to me. So I started tinkering with, I bought some oils and started making blends and giving it to my friends that had beards and stuff like that. And I did that for about 6 months and started learning how to do scents and figuring out IFRA and those things. And
Right.
then we got serious about moving, and I thought, I'm going to need to do something once I move. So I started thinking about opening up a company and
Right.
thought about it for a month or so. Had ideas and stuff like that, and then I finally told my wife what I was thinking about doing, and she was actually very excited about the idea. But the original company name that I had, she's like, "Nope, that's not going to work. You need to come up with something better." So
Right.
we talked about it and schemed and stuff and planned on opening up once we moved. Um, we didn't want to try and start something in California and then have to pack it up and move and the filing the LLCs and all the other legalities and stuff like that. It just made sense to wait until we moved. So officially, I opened up in February, and um, I'm just staying small until I can't stay small anymore is what I'm looking to do. Um, Trying
Right.
to provide quality products that people enjoy and slowly add products as I go, so that I can build up the full lineup that I want to be able to carry. But I don't want to try and rush into anything. I don't want to try and get too big and then you just fail. So
I agree.
I'll keep plugging along and picking up people here and there, and when people try me, they seem to be enjoying it, and hopefully they'll come back and buy more.
Well, and that's a good model too, because you know, slow and steady wins the race, right? I know we all want to get big right away, but it's some movement is better than no movement. And I told you what, you're getting some good traction because um you I mean Santa Tom was talking um about your product. I already had got it, but I hadn't started trying it yet. And Santa Tom started talking about it, and then I started trying your product, and I was like, he's right. He is right. You got something really good. So I have 3 oils, and I have an unscented butter that you sent me, but this relaxation, man, um, I like it at night. It is really, really unique. Usually I use a night for night routine. I try to use like unscented one, but this relaxation one, man, it's really on point for it.
Yeah, and that's currently the only one that I have that is 100% essential oils as well.
Yeah, and it's really, really good, man. So that was the other question I was going to ask you. Uh, you have both. You have essential oil and fragrance oil,
Correct.
correct? Okay.
And I believe that there's a place for both. I mean, there's some guys that just
It,
want essential oils, and I want to be able to create scents that are for them. And then on the other
right,
side, there's guys that like the strong fragrance oils, and I want to have something for them as well.
right. Um, I got the other one I grab in my hand is and I might butcher the name on it. It's the Hemming Highway.
Hemingway.
Did I say that right? Yeah. I like this one pretty good too. Is it is it I use this one at night too. It's kind of relaxing too. It's not real overpowering. I mean, I like strong scents, but I don't like them that's gonna punch me and knock me out in the
Right.
face, right? And this one is it lets you know it's there, but it's it it lets you know it's there, but it's not too aggressive, if that's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, I try to keep them balanced, and to me, the scent should be for you and perhaps your wife. And it doesn't need to be
Right,
for everybody in the room.
right. And I also like the color on it. I mean, the color is a uh, light amber color, and if I'm not incorrect, this is like a medium. I want to say the medium light viscosity,
Yeah,
probably close to the medium side.
yeah, that's that. I believe that it's right there in the solid medium range. And
Yeah,
most of the oils that I use are have a yellow hue to them, but I also use black seed oil. I don't use much, but a little bit of it, and
right.
that's very dark, so it keeps it a little yellowish.
The yellowish. Um, one thing I was, one thing I was it got me my surprises. So I got the squeeze butter, and I tried to shake it. I was like, man, it's not shaking. Did I put when I got it? It was in the summer, so it wasn't still uh,
Right.
hot. And then I gotta be honest, man. First, I was reluctant about using it just because I never seen nothing like that. And then I put some. I smelled it. It smells good. I said this one have a little bit of leather on it, right?
Which one is it?
This is the
Yeah.
Steinbeck. Yeah, and it's a good leather. I had learned that there's different kinds of leather. Um, some of the leather is kind of it could smell a little fake, and then some of them could be overpowering. And this leather is kind of whatever blend you have on it is kind is right on it, and it's pretty good. But anyways, what I was trying to say to you is I used it, and I was like I said I was really surprised about how it feel. Um, like I said first, I like I have been trying some liquid butter, but I'm a regular butter guy,
Mhm.
right? Uh, um, your own scented butter, it got my spot. Let's just say that. So when I tried this one, I was like, all right, I'm gonna try it for once and see how it goes. And first, I put it on my arms, and it was really good. It works really good. Then I started putting it on my beer, and the next the next morning, my beer was like super smooth, soft. So I was happy with that.
Yeah. So when I designed it, I was looking at the different liquid butters that were out on the market, and the vast
Right,
majority of them use Shaolin, which is shea butter,
right,
which has had the long chain fatty acids removed. And there's people out there that absolutely love it, and more power to them. But the ones that I tried, it was to me just more of a different oil. It wasn't a butter in the
right.
traditional sense. And so what I did was I started tinkering with the volume of the carrier oil in the butter. So my poured butter and my squeezed butter literally have the exact same ingredients in it. Um,
Right.
there's just more of the carrier blend in it, which lowers the melting point down so that it makes it squeezable at room temperature.
Okay. It also give another alternative too, because everybody's so I do try some liquid butter through the day, but I am a butter a regular kind of
Mhm.
butter at night. I don't know why. It just feels better for me, and everybody's gonna have their own opinions. But for me, a real butter it does more benefits at night on your straight than the liquid butter. This is my opinion.
Yeah, and that's my personal feelings too. The long chain fatty acids that are in the butter make a difference.
Right.
And again, I'm not knocking the other companies that choose to go the Shaolin route. There's people that absolutely love
Right.
it, and it works well for them, and they should continue to use it.
Right.
So it's
Yeah.
just an alternative that hopefully I the people that have tried it have universally liked it, including several company owners um, that
Right.
that use Shailene in theirs. And like I say, theirs is good product. I'm not knocking anybody's products in any way, shape, or form.
Right.
It's just different.
It is. It is. I can see that. So I'm looking at your website as we're talking, and I see that you also have deodorants, and you also have hold on for a second. Deodorant, and you also have
So the
soaps.
deodorants are still in the testing phase. When I was
Okay.
building the website, I put it up as a placeholder. I do have soaps that are, that
Right.
one is, that
There
one's a
you go.
coffee
There you go.
scent. And it's got coffee grounds in it. And then this one is, a different scent. And so these are all handmade, the old fashioned way in a single brick, and takes a while to
Right.
make. I haven't got them in the matching scents to my beard oils yet, because soap's funny. When you use fragrances, it'll make things seize and stuff like that. So while I was working on formulas and stuff like that, I was using products that smelled good, but were guaranteed not to seize. So
Yep.
I've got to start working on making sure that the scents that I'm putting out will work in soap.
Right. Hey, Friggin' Frack, how you doing? So um, so you still working on your deodorants? I mean, there's something on
Yes,
the works.
it's in the development and testing phase. I'm probably 85% there. But going back to, I don't want to put anything out until I'm 100% sure that it's ready to go.
Right. Well, Jacob for Bay Blend said, "I'm in the game. If you want to help with deodorants, Greg, anything I could do to help, let me
Okay,
know."
cool.
And I have tried his. I got his, and he's on the tops. I mean, he's pretty good on the tops. I gotta definitely tell you that he's one of them. Hey, Baker, how you doing? Miss you not here, brother. But and the now the soap is the bars of soap that you're making. Are they just for the body or they're for the beard?
So they're body soap that you could use as a stripping wash. I
Okay.
certainly wouldn't recommend using them more on your beard more than once a week, but it would absolutely work as a stripping wash.
That's okay.
And I'm also working on, eventually I want to have a liquid wash and conditioner. But before I get that, I'm currently working on a solid wash bar as well.
Okay. Okay. That's definitely interesting. So let me ask you, and people in the chat, if you guys have any questions for him, please feel free to post them in there, and any questions that you guys have, they're more than welcome. So how many scent profiles you have right now available?
I want to say 8.
8. Okay. So I'm on your website, so I'm gonna start naming them, and if we could talk about them. So you have Bay Rum.
Yeah, so Bay Rum, I wasn't happy with it, so it's still listed up there, but I wasn't happy with the scent, so I still haven't released it. I'm still tinkering with it.
Okay.
It's one that I'm gonna put up. I absolutely love Bay Rum, so it will be there, but
And
not until it's ready to go.
I do too. I told you there was another company. They had a Bay Rum, and I bought it. They discontinued it, and I was upset about it. Not upset. I was sad because it was really good. Actually, it was one of my first small batch oil companies that it had a Bay Rum, and the blend was
If
pretty
you
good.
like Bay Rum, Artius Man has the best Bay Rum on the market, in my opinion.
Okay.
And I want something that's as good. So until I can get there, it's not gonna happen.
Right. So Baker have a question. If I was going to order for the first time, what do you recommend?
Well, it depends on what you like. My favorite scent of all of them is still Steinbeck. It's leather, old books, cedar, teakwood, and it's really an old style cologne. Uh,
And a little bit of
and
bourbon, right?
It's like I say, it's just it's like your grandpa's cologne to me. Very comforting. And it is still my favorite of the ones that I offer. But if you don't like leather, that's not a good choice for you. The citrus blast seems to be popular. It's literally just that. It's a blast of citrus. So it's very fresh and bright. The relaxation is another one that I really like. It's tea tree, lavender, peppermint, and vanilla. And
Yes.
like what you use it for, that's exactly what I designed it for. Those are the smells I like when I go to bed. So
Right.
that was kind of what I was shooting for.
Let me tell, and I'm glad that, I mean, I usually not a fan of tea tree, but the way you have your tea tree that you can barely tell it's there, and it mixes well with the lavender and the vanilla. So it's um you could tell it's there, but it's not like I has some of them that were real strong.
Yep.
Tea tree.
Yeah, no, it's the tree was just a balancing thing.
Right. And then the Hemming Highway is Cuban tobacco, sandalwood, cedar, amber, and vetiver.
Yeah, and so the vetiver is very faint in the background, but it gives it that real earthiness to it. So it goes well with the Cuban tobacco.
Oh yeah.
And that one, I get more comments about that of it changing in the beard, versus what it
It
smells
does.
in the bottle. So I've had a few guys that said they weren't real sure about it when they opened it up, but once they put it in the beard, they really liked it.
And that is a funny thing because I didn't say I'm glad you said it because it did happen to me before when I open it. I usually open them all and then put some in my arm. Just my wife helped me with it, and so when I started organizing them, how I want to try them, of course, relaxation was the first, and then staying back, and then the Hemingway, right? And I tried on the beer, and that one came up real fast to number two, because he does change for the good. So,
Yeah, something about it being bearded, it just opens up.
yep. And no problem, Baker. I appreciate you showing up, man. Later, man. Um, and then what about you also have one that's called Breakwaters.
Yeah, so that one is citrus and an aquatic cologne, and then it's got the cedar, amber, and black pepper in the background.
Right.
It's kind of just a nice summer scent to me.
Okay. I also see you have one that's called Crimson Gold. It's and this, I know my other one of my other co-hosts on the Monday Mayhem, he loved cherry, and it's Dean Tactical Santa Dino. And then Crimson Gold is cherry, almond, vanilla, amber, honey, ginger, and woods.
Yeah, so when I put it in, the cherry is strong to me. But I've talked
Right.
to other people that said the cherry was secondary. It just people's noses work differently. But I wouldn't call it in your face cherry. And it's
Right.
certainly not the cough syrup cherry that a lot of scents are.
Yes.
It's just a nice blend. Yeah, it starts out. To me, it starts out cherry, and then as it dries down, I get more of the honey and the amber and stuff.
Okay. And then you also have one that's called Tobacco Bay.
Yeah, and so that one is the majority of it is actually essential oils.
Okay.
The the velvet tobacco is the only one that is, or actually the velvet tobacco was the fragrance oil. The other ones
Okay.
were essential oils.
So let me ask you about that one because that one got my attention, and um, that one's for me. If I'm thinking about it, it smells like you're on a tropical beach, just drinking some. It don't even have to be alcoholic. It could be some kind of tropical drink,
Yep,
right?
umbrella drinks I call them.
Yeah. So that's when I read that, that's what it brings to my attention, because you get the tobacco of, like, when you're in the tropics and you're smoking a nice cigar, and then you get the bay leaf, the orange, the blood orange, of course the coconut and the mango. That's what you got me at. It is one definitely that it's on my bucket list to try on that one. So let me ask you another question. Um, Les, can you tell us, for the ones that we don't know about, the ones that don't know, your carrier blend?
Um, so my carrier blend, did I get it exactly right? Meadow foam seed oil, jojoba oil, sweet almond oil, argan oil, castor oil, hemp seed oil, baobab oil, and black seed oil. And I went through and picked these out specifically because I liked them. I've got 3 racks of other companies' stuff in my
Right,
bathroom. So I've used a lot of different companies, and these were the ones that were consistent in different ones that I really enjoyed. So that's where I started, and took me 6 months of more of this, less of this, trying to figure out what ratios to put together. So it did what I wanted to do without being greasy.
right. And then in your butter, um, so your butter is a pour butter, right?
Yes, the poured or the squeeze.
Right, right. So your pour butter. One of the things I did like about your pour butter, I guess I'm spoiled. I don't know who else likes that, but I like how you butter when you it's how some I don't like the butter where you got to scrape it hard to, or use a pick. I like the butter that you got to. I mean, it's easy accessible. You just scoop it with your
Mm.
fingertip, and then it melts really really good. And your butter, if I'm correct, it have shea nut butter and mango seed butter and kukurum
Yep,
butter in your carrier blend,
correct.
correct?
And with the shea, I use both refined and unrefined. Um,
Right,
the the It's got more unrefined or more refined than unrefined, but I do have unrefined in it, just because I think it has
right,
some properties that you want to make sure it stays there. The problem with it is
right,
that's what caused the grit when it melts and doesn't get uh, tempered back right. With when it chilled down, that's what causes a little like
right.
peas and stuff in it.
Okay. Yeah. So let's talk about how you come up with these creations of. Let's talk about the label. Well, I mean, I know the label because Sunshine State, you know, but the art behind that label.
Yeah. So basically, when I was looking at branding, um, pretty much everybody in the beard industry uses black, uses dark colors, um,
Right,
uses skull imagery, that kind of dark artwork. And so,
right,
in order to try and stand out a little bit, I thought, you know what, let's use white. So I got all white bottles. I got white tins. Even my
right.
squeeze butter's white instead of the clear that a lot of people use.
Yep.
Um, and so the I'm not artistic. So what I wanted was something that I could brand it, kind of like you see, the shampoos at the grocery store. They all look the same. It's
Right,
just got different flavors on it.
right.
And so that was kind of what I was trying to come up with. As far as the artwork actually goes, that was Chat GPT.
Yeah. So we have another question. Miss K wants to know. Sorry if already was asked, but what is your best-selling scent?
Hemingway is my best-selling scent at the moment.
Yep. And then that's the Cuban tobacco, sandalwood, cedar. Wait, I'm blind. Amber and vetiver. It is. It's pretty good. I like it too. How it smells. It's like I say. It's different than. It is different than what you get in the bottle. For me, I like it a lot. You know.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Um, and then what about this? So the same creation. Uh, do you do it by yourself? Your wife? You guys do it
Yeah, so
together?
I go in and I tinker around with, things that I think would go together.
Right.
And I'll change ratios and stuff like that. And then when I get something that I think is good, then I take it out to my wife. And so my wife is actually scent averse. She doesn't
Right.
wear perfume. She buys unscented laundry soap. But she's the one that says, okay, this smells good, or, no, that one doesn't smell good. And so then I go back and tinker more. And then when I'm done with whatever is on the table in the cup, then I got to put it in the oil to see how it works in the oil. Because I've had a couple that smelled
Right.
really good in the cup, and then when you put it in the oil, it's like, that doesn't work no more.
I mean, yeah, I definitely understand that. Um, okay, so Bay Blend say, "I love your choice of packaging. You definitely stand out, and it looks amazing."
Yeah, when I first started, I was trying to, I bought a new printer and I bought some waterproof labels, and was going to print my own labels. And so my first run of products I put out, and D.L. Walker is another reviewer, uh, was one of my
Right.
first guys that bought something, and he gave me an incredibly good review, except for the labels.
Right.
And so I quickly said, okay, I can fix that. And so then I started buying stickers from an actual company, and it did make a world of difference.
And yeah, you can see, like I said, I, you you can't see it too much when you're looking at it, but when you feel it, you could definitely feel the difference of your
Yeah.
progress on it. And I appreciate that, and I admire that too. That not only the gloss on it, but you could see the, you know, difference on it.
Yeah. I'm still looking around for the, different label companies. I've gone through a
Right.
couple different ones trying to find one that I really like. Um, but
Right.
until I can afford a couple
And
$1,000 machine, I got to buy them.
right. So I tell you what, the one difference is there's companies out here that are willing to help other company owners, good
Yep.
people. Just for example, uh, labor. The Babe Len said the labors are blame of my existence. It took me ages to figure out how to do my own, and he got some good ones
Yeah.
now. I gotta say that. So that's one of the reasons I was saying that the company owners out here. I mean, you got uh, Babe Len, Chris from True North, you know, Jim from Small Town Tradition. The same thing with content creators or reviewers. It's a lot of them out here that want to help each other, and I admire that, and I'm glad I'm part of it. To be honest,
Actually, what I found is the biggest cheerleaders that I have come across so far are company owners.
yeah,
Small guys, like Bain Blends, who's building up the
yeah,
acreage. In
yeah,
fact, Hayden at the acreage was the very first person outside of my local group that I sent product to give me his thoughts on. Um, and then, up to bigger companies. So I had, one of my companies that I really enjoy is Dead Man's. And so I participate on his website and, trying to do the right thing. I've never mentioned my company on his website because I don't think that's right.
right,
And so he found out that I was running a company, and he actually announced it on his site and told people to go support me and stuff like that. So,
yep,
it's kind of, the um, even the big guys started out where I'm at right now. You know what I mean? So
right,
they've been there,
right,
they've done that, and they want people to succeed. And it's not a zero sum
right,
game. The industry itself is growing, so there's plenty of room for everybody to grow and put out good products and
Right.
fill their niche within the niche.
So I will tell you this right now. You see this company right here, Bearded.
Mhm.
That's all. It's a new company. I've been in communication with them for a while. It's a veteran-owned company, dad and son. Um, the son is he knows his stuff when it comes to marketing, and his labels are. I'm surprised, and I'm telling you, he's a young guy, nice person to talk to. And I'm pretty sure if you have any questions, I mean that's the type of person that they are. They are from Arkansas,
Okay.
And they're nice people. And I'm telling you, he knows his stuff about them labels, and I'm 100% sure that you ask him a question, he will be there. So definitely.
Cool.
So so yeah, let's what any other new scents? I know you're talking about bay rum that's on the works. Actually, that bay rum that I was talking about that I started, it was from Dead Man. That their bay rum, it's one of my favorites. And when they did the whole movement, and that one and the other one that they had, it was one of my favorites, and they stopped. So I was, you know, I know why they were doing it.
Yeah. Yeah, Bryant
So,
is growing his company big at this point. So when you're a small guy like me, you can have lots of little scents, and I pretty much make it right now. When somebody puts an order in, I go and make it and put it in the bottle and put it in the package and send it. When you start getting to his size volume, you've got to be making 500 bottles at a time, and so
Right.
you can't afford to have a bunch of scents that are sitting around not moving.
Yeah. And that's where I saw uh your company being advertised on his site. That's how I learned about you. So I remember that. Yeah, man, like I said, Bearded, that's all. He's a graphic design student and a filmmaker. Like I say, great person to talk to. And he just confirming anything you need, he will help you. So like I said, this community is my this whole year, almost 2 years I've been doing this community. It's not even a community. It's kind of like a brotherhood,
Yep.
right? Uh, even when you're down, you got people there checking on you. Look, the other day, I was not on last Monday show. I was not there. I had some situation I had to take care of, and Born Bearded Dave reached out, and he asked me if I was okay. Just making sure I was okay. And that's something that I usually do for my company owners, my brothers. That's something that I usually do, and he did it for me, and I was like, I was so proud. That actually just touched me, because that is something that I usually do.
So to
And it was pretty
so to
nice.
answer Born Bearded's question, it's literally 1% in my mix. So it's just enough to get the qualities of the black seed oil without imparting as little scent as you can possibly add to it.
Good. How you doing, Jeff? Just Hammond. Thank you for being here. Whew. 192 acres hunting property. So like I said before, so you said that you still working on that bay room. Anything else you working, anything new you working that you want to talk about, that you can talk about?
So I've got 3 or 4 that are sitting on the bench right now. What I'm trying to do really at the moment is come up with some to release in the fall time at this point. In June I released 3 what I consider to be summer scents, and so I want to come up with some that are more designed for the fall. The apples and the pumpkins and stuff like that people traditionally consider in fall weather. They but they're tough because you don't want them to be too strong. You know, I mean, you know,
Right.
I like food scents that have a hint of the food, but you don't feel like you spilt something in your beard. Uh,
Yeah.
so
I always say you want fruity scents, but you don't want the bees
Yeah.
come behind you.
And like the chocolate chip cookie. I love the smell of chocolate chip cookies, but I don't want to think that I have it dangling in my beard and stuff either. So if I can come up with something that's got a hint and a background and a flavor to it, that's the kind of thing that I'm looking to try and come up with.
Okay, that's pretty good. What about any new products? I know you have a couple cents that you said, but anything besides the deodorant that you're working on, anything?
Well, the next two things that I'm going to put out for sure are deodorant and a solid wash bar.
Okay.
And both are in testing phases right now. Until I'm happy with it, and probably a dozen other people are happy with it, not gonna see the market. But
Right.
like I say, I'd really, really, really like to come up with a liquid wash and a conditioner, but you start dealing with the water-based products, and there's a lot of complexity and a lot of issues that could potentially go wrong. And I'm not gonna do something that's not gonna work out and be safe for everybody to use and stuff.
Right. Yeah, for sure. Hey, so real quick, I'm gonna interrupt because I just got a message. I want to, everybody, we're gonna keep her daughter had a car accident earlier today. I just want to keep her and her family on our prayers. Melissa, we're thinking about you. Hopefully, I know having a car accident is always not only stressful, but it's, I'm glad that she's okay. And, we're here with your family thinking about you. So just wanted to say that. Um, Another thing, hold on. That's another question. Can you share if you are using black soda or magnesium or something else in your new deodorant?
So I'm not going to use baking soda because too many people have reactions to it. I'll have arrowroot powder. I'm going to have the natural probiotics in it, and it'll have some activated charcoal in it.
Yep. So no no baking soda, no
Correct.
magnesium. Okay, that's good. I was looking. I'm trying to get back to the website. I'm sorry. I was looking at what is the price on the oils.
So the oils are $20 a piece. If you buy it in a combo with the butter, there's a little bit of a discount. There is also a discount called Welcome 25. Just type in Welcome 25 in the coupon code, and that works once for your first order. So that give you 25% off. There's a couple of the local beard groups that have discount codes that you could go and take advantage of their discount codes.
Right.
At 15% off.
Okay, that's great. And then what about your butter?
So the butter is it's $20 for the poured and $21 for the squeeze. But again, if you buy them as a combo, which is an offering on the website, we'll give you a discount as well.
Yeah. And then the squeeze butter is 2 ounce.
Yes, the 2 ounce bottle.
And then 2 ounce bottle for the
Correct.
the 10, right?
Okay. And then I also have two different styles of mustache wax. I've got a light hold and a medium hold. And I designed those to keep it out of my mouth. So, I mean, when I started growing out my beard, I started growing out the mustache as well. And I wanted it to be nice and easy to apply, but I'm not really looking to do curls on mine. So the medium hold would probably curl, especially for somebody that knew what they're doing. But that wasn't what they were designed to do. They're just designed to keep it to the side and keep it out of your mouth all day long.
Right. I guess Babe Len have a question. He's asking two forms. Do you mean sodium? I can't
Bicarbonate.
pronounce that. Yeah. Is that a natural version of baking soda?
Yeah, that's the scientific. Yeah.
Yep. Okay. Like I said, he knows. I mean, he have a couple scent profiles. Scents. I tried one of them, and I know Beer Chief tried another one. And I'm they're good. He's oils. I mean, not oils. He's deodorants are really, really good. So definitely, he'd be one person that if I had a question about deodorant, he'd be definitely one person. The one person I will ask anything for it because he got it on point on the deodorant part. So
Yeah, I've got several that I use right now. I've switched all natural when I started
right.
doing this, and some of them are too soft for me, some of them are too hard for me. So I'm
Yep. I had tried some that were real hard, and I tried one that was real soft. I enjoyed the scent. My wife used it now because he works for her, and not saying because he's here, but I figure I noticed that Babe Blend his is kind of like in the middle, not too soft, not too hard. It is in the middle. So. And your bars of soap are the price on the bars of soap is $7.99.
$7 a piece, and if you put 2 in your cart, it knocks it down. The second one's, $6. So 2 for 13.
Okay, that's you also have an unscented beer
Correct.
oil, correct? All right, and then your liquid butter. I mean, not the liquid butter. Your regular butter is available in all scents.
Yeah, both are available
unscented?
at all scents, and and unscented. Honestly,
Right.
I think pretty much every company owner would tell you that the unscented is the absolute worst seller that they have. But you got to have it because there's certain people
Right.
that are, can't do scents or want to use it for hunting or whatever.
Right. Jeff, I do agree, Greg. So Greg, every time I have a question, yeah, I definitely agree. That's why I say it's definitely great to put a name with a face and talk to what we consider this face to face, right? Because it's the closest thing to face. But yeah, it's definitely I definitely agree with Greg. I'm with Jeff. You do have a great customer service and like I say, you're on point on that. So I definitely
Thanks.
give you that.
I just try to treat people like I would want to be treated. So like
Right.
I'm learning the whole Shopify platform. It's not something I'd ever done before.
Right.
So I had a sale over the 4th of July and it wasn't working right with what Jeff is talking about. And so I never did get it to work right, but I got it to work. I got to work around so it did what I wanted it to do. And the I actually had one customer that I missed a checkbox on it, and so he didn't get the sale on one of the items that he purchased. And so when I was looking at the orders, I refunded him the amount that he should have gotten, had I not missed the checkbox. To me, that's what you should do as if you're selling stuff to people, you should do it with integrity.
Right, and I appreciate that. I mean, I'm pretty sure everybody in the shop appreciate that, but I just definitely appreciate that. So I know that recently, I mean, I say recently, but it's been a little bit ago, you hit the 100 mark on YouTube.
Not on YouTube, on my Facebook page. Yeah,
Facebook page,
YouTube,
okay.
I'm still like at 37, but I've only got a couple of videos out, and so that's what I've been working on my studio, so I could start doing more of that.
And when you get it set up, please reach out to me, and we will help you get to the magic number of 50. That's the number you need for YouTube to go live,
Yeah, I
right?
believe so. Yeah.
Yep. So yeah, always reach out to me. I'm here. Uh, Freaking frag. Send me a DM whenever you guys have a chance. I want to talk to you about something else. I appreciate it if you do that. Thanks. Um, what? So this we were talking about this community and the beer texting uh group that I just found out last Friday. And I was actually looking forward to this Friday when I was there for a little bit longer. Um, I I like the way he's doing how he does that show. It just I like the concept of it, you know.
Yeah, he actually
I tried
that was the first time he'd ever actually done that. Um, yeah, so
really
typically the corral on Friday nights is just, you know, anywhere between 6 guys and 20 guys sitting there, you know, shooting the crap about, you know, different companies and
right,
different scents and, you know, what's going on in their lives and stuff like that. So that session, not this week, but last week, was the first time that he had brought a company owner on and interviewed anybody. And so it was a learning experience for him and something different for us.
right.
And it was pretty interesting.
Well, I tried to do I did it a couple of weeks ago. It was my first community black party show, and for me, I think it was a succeed. It was a success. I'm definitely gonna be. I'm thinking about doing it again because you, uh, yes, the one on one is good, but when you open the doors for everybody, it's I don't know. It's just once in a while, it's pretty good. I know the first one who I seen doing it was the Beer Respect, and then you know I asked him for permission. It was okay to do it because you know I'm old school. I don't like burning
Yep.
bridges, right? So I asked him if it was okay to do it because I didn't want to be a copycat, and they said yes. And of course I did it. It was right before World competition, so
Yeah, I actually
yeah,
tuned in and was watching that for a little while.
yeah. So let me ask you another question. Do you have any plans on going to any competitions or you know just be a vendor in any competition, attending one or anything
So
like
I
that?
actually went to my very first beard competition. I don't know, a couple months ago. In fact, Bob from Frickin' Frack was actually won that one. Uh, yeah, it was
Oh,
down on the
okay.
Space Coast, and Mike Weisman hit me up to come down and check it out. So that was the first competition I'd ever been to. I'm actually one of the sponsors for one of the category sponsors for the Buckeye Beard Battle that's coming up. Um, I've sent products to a couple of other beard comps so that they could use them for prizes or raffles or prizes, whatever they chose to do.
Right.
So I like to support charity. I mean, I take it, if you look at my website, you know, $1 from every order
Yep.
or every product actually. I donate to charity. Currently, I'm supporting the Shriners hospitals, but I'll
Perfect.
change that up as we do. But you
Right.
know, I believe in giving back, so you know, I'm happy to support where I can. As far as traveling goes, to get to things, you know, we'll see. You know, never
Right.
know what's going to come up.
So are you planning to be at the Buckeye Beer
No,
Battle?
I'm going to send some product to Mike, and he'll have, you know, the product to give to whatever the category he's chosen for me
Okay.
as the winners prizes.
Right. Right. Yeah, I'm gonna be going to that one. I'm actually gonna be participating, and I'm gonna so they have at the Buckeye Beer Battle. If it's in September 6th, and it's gonna be for the kayak for charity called the Veterans for Kayak, I
Mhm.
think it is. And so me, Tactical Sanadino, and 30 Spray are getting our back wax for charity. So, you know, why not, right? So it's gonna be exciting. It's gonna be something. I mean, I never done that before, competition wise. Um, so I'm looking forward to it. So I'm thinking it's gonna be pretty
Yeah,
cool.
it seems like a lot of people are going. It's just,
yeah,
I spent a whole lot of money moving and putting my house together and stuff like that. So
yeah,
I've got
yeah.
to be cognizant of that.
I definitely understand that. Babe Land, I hope you can. So I definitely want to meet you in person. Renee Black Manor, thank you for coming. Yep. So it's definitely gonna be interesting. Going up there. I think it's gonna be fantastic. I really wanted to go to World, but um, you know, it wasn't on my plans to do when I found out about it. But I also think um the Buckeye beer bottle is more. It will be more. I want to say intimate. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? It's more smaller with more people that from the chat and from the group. So you know, yeah, I think I'm definitely looking forward
Yeah,
to
I
that
think
one.
I think the Buckeye is probably on the bigger side of the small competition.
Yep, yep, definitely. Yeah, I got a 17-hour
Yeah.
drive.
Yeah, I couldn't have gone to
So I'm
Worlds if I
driving.
wanted to because I was in Atlanta working. I do
Oh yeah.
travel agent stuff, and
Okay.
so I
Okay.
was up there at the Shriner convention actually, working
Right.
the sales floor.
So before you started doing is the company full time or is it do you have do you have a job, right, besides the
Well,
beer?
not currently. So I do the beard stuff. I got a part-time gig doing some travel stuff. Basically, the travel agent that I work for, we do group travel for Masonic groups, is what we
Right.
specialize in. I can do individual stuff too, but our specialties is taking groups of 20 or 200 people on custom trips.
Right.
I'm a Mason, and I was heavily involved in masonry in California. And so
Okay.
when we moved out here, I quit my job, and basically my job for the last 5 months has been rebuilding this house just to where we want it to be. And so now my wife is saying, "You really need to get a job." So that's next on my priority list.
And that's a rebuilding a house. I've done
Yeah.
that twice when I was so not a lot of people say this. And when I was before I moved to Oklahoma, I was in Ohio, and I was blessed, and I was able to buy a house. It was a fixer upper, and I fixed it. And then less than a year after I fixed it, my wife came to a trip to Oklahoma, and when she came back, she told me she goes, we need to sell the house. I was like, what? She goes, yeah, I found I found us a house, and I already put uh, 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 money down just to save it, you know. And I was like, okay. She goes, yeah. So we got to sell this house so we could buy that house and fix it. I was like, oh, great. So, of course, we sold the house. I lost money on
Yeah.
it, but not really, because what I got it for and what I paid for, I got double what I did. But it, it was a nice house, and so I sold the house, moved over here to Oklahoma. I bought the house. I fixed it again. I mean, I rebuilt the whole house. And then, of course, unfortunately, I lost it on my divorce. And uh, God knows why he
Yeah.
does things, right? That's the only thing I can say. He knows why he does things. He's in control, So I just
Yeah.
follow.
I mean, there was just the house we bought was nice. I mean, it was nice to begin with, but it's just little things, and like I had to
Right.
repaint every surface in the building. The backyard was overgrown, so I had to spend a couple months tearing everything out and getting trees cut down and building a fence and all the stuff that goes into it.
You gotta
Yeah,
make it yours. Yeah, I mean, no matter what it is, even unless you buy a brand new house and they custom make it for you, if you buy a house, you got to do something to
yep,
make it yours. I mean, that's that's one of the things of life, right? So, but it's an experience. You learn from it. I mean, I learned a lot. I didn't know how to do electricity. I didn't know how to do plumbing, and I learned how to do all that. But you know, that's a good thing about living in a small town in Oklahoma. people help you, and there's no, just people help you. So, um, yeah, it's Mike. You were talking about Mike Weisman, man. He's he's another great person that will help you any way he can.
Yep.
So, hey, so Jeff Hammond said, "Greg, let me invite you to the Western Lodge 91 in Lafayette, Georgia."
Yeah, let me talk to you about that offline. I would love to come, but there's a big hiccup in that.
So, yeah, there's a lot of good people here in this community. I enjoyed it a lot. It's definitely one of the best decisions I did to start this journey, and I'm looking forward to. I'm definitely looking forward for the Buckeye beer battle. It's just something I want to do it. At the beginning, I was just gonna go as a spectator because the whole team for Monday Mayhem's gonna be there, and I was just gonna be there. But then my good friend Jacob from Jacked Up Leatherwork is not gonna be able to make it, so I'm gonna compete and represent him and his company, and I'm also representing James from Small Town Tradition on the company. So it's an honor for me to, just for me to be there, right?
And the nice thing about the beard comps is it really doesn't seem to matter too much if you win or lose. It's all about the participation and the charity that you're raising money for.
Right. Yeah. Yes, sir. And there's going to be, and the location, the location's a nice location too. So where it's at, it's, it's, for what I heard, it's way, I guess last year, people that had gone there for the last year one, this year is the location is way better.
Yeah,
so I'm definitely looking into it. Yeah, definitely looking forward to it. So, well, sir, anybody else in the chat? Any other questions? Questions are more than welcome. Anybody have any questions? Please let me know so we could address them. So we already talked about your scents profile, man. The bottles, like you said, your bottles are unique and they stand up pretty good. So I definitely, I like that. So, yeah, let's. So Greg is gonna honor us with doing a giveaway. So I appreciate that. That's pretty good. So Greg, the way I got it set up, I don't have with Restream don't allow you to do the giveaway deal. So the way we could do it is we could pick up a number and have them guess a number. And say, you pick up the number, you said from one number to one number, and whatever they win, and one more question. We got another question from Frigga Frank. Does all your bar soap have grit?
So the bar soaps I have out right now, the coffee one actually has coffee grounds in it, which provides a grit. And then the other ones have activated charcoal and some clay in them, which provide it's not a real heavy duty grit, but it definitely provides a exfoliating to it.
And that's the only two you have right now, right?
So I've got two basic recipes. I got the coffee one, and I've got the other one, and the other one changes colors and clays and scents, but it's the same basic formula.
Okay. All right, Greg, we're ready when you are. You pick up a number, and then we're doing a giveaway for
two products of their choice. So it could be a combo. It could be two different oils. Whatever they want. Two products of their choice.
And hey, Ray Smokey.
People are in here.
17.
Okay, so a number between 1 and 20, and I'll send it to you.
Okay.
Send it to you right now.
All right.
There you go.
All right. You guys, 1 to 20, and number from 1 to 20, free giveaway for 2 products, your choice, either a butter, an oil, or 2 oils, whatever your choice. Number 1 to 20. All right, come on. Oh, they're starting. And good luck for the winner. And Greg, we really appreciate it. Ray Smokey, if you win, it's definitely rigged. Ray Smokey. I appreciate you here, Ray Smokey, for sure. Yeah, Mr. Greg, I definitely appreciate it. Just you being here and you doing this, I really appreciate it. Like I said, I enjoy your product a lot.
I appreciate you having me on. There it is.
Hey, there you go. All right, Dave from Born Bearded. Dave, you are the winner, sir. Dave, if you reach out to Mr. Greg Hall from Sunshine State, and he will take care of you, sir. Congratulations.
So Greg at sunShinestategrooming.com will get you to me via email, or you can hit me on Instagram or Facebook, either one.
Yeah, congratulations, Dave, Born Bearded. Yep. Again, man, I really appreciate you. And this is more than generous. I really enjoy having a conversation with you. Again, Born Beard, congratulations. And thanks for everybody who was here today. All the support, I really appreciate it. Ray Smokey, True Nor, Born Bearded, Ray Smokey, Freaking Frack, Robert Allens, Frankie J, Miss Sosa, Bay Blend, Jeff Hammond, Miss K, Cowboy Up, everybody. If I missed somebody, you were here. I appreciate it. 30J Spray, thank you. Any last words, Mr. Gray?
Just thanks for everybody showing up, and please, if you're so inclined, give us a try. We hope to be part of your rotation.
And again, if it's your first time trying his product and buying his product, you go to SunshineStategrooming.com and use code
Welcome25.
Welcome25. One-time code. Enjoy it. I'm telling you guys will not regret it. And give him a try. It's a great. Hold on for a second. I want to play out my sponsor for the show. I really appreciate it. Hold on.
Beard Talk with Bishop is sponsored by Leanne Cleaning Solutions, LLC. For all you cleaning needs in the Orlando, Florida area, call 585-615-0036.
Yep. Hey, I appreciate that. So, Mr. Greg, it's been an honor again. If you need anything else, you definitely hit me up, and I'm here to help you as much as I can.
Thanks. And let me know what I can do for you as well.
Yep. Thank you, guys. Hey, next week, stay tuned for our next show. I will have another company. Maybe Baker will be in my show. I'm not sure. We'll see what happens. And stay tuned. Don't